Hello Fellow-litas, and thank you for joining me in this new year for another brand new video. Today we're doing something a little bit weirder, a little bit different. I have two boxes from Metamorphose and inside each of them there are two dresses from the same release in different cuts and different colorways. So I'm going to open one of them up and it's either going to be Twinkle Journey in two different colors. One is the standard JSK and the other is one of the underbust JSKs, or it's going to be from the Camellia Cat release, in which case I have the Wa-Lolita JSK version and the Wa-Lolita OP in different colors. Yeah, I know I keep storing boxes hoping to unbox them and then my priorities shift and I lose interest before I even get to them. So this is a problem for me majorly, especially since each of these boxes contains two dresses, of which I'm only planning on keeping one of each. And I've also been waiting for the Camellia Cat unboxing before I decide what to do with my Dozing Cat Hakama dress, which I just haven't been as drawn to recently because of the color scheme not fitting into my wardrobe so well. So time has passed and I just haven't gotten to it, but that is changing today. We are opening something, I don't know what. You'll probably already know based on the title of this video, but in this moment, me, Ellie, I have no idea what's going on. Tried to do something nice and neutral with my hair and makeup today so that I could just throw on whatever I've got, but regardless of which box I end up opening, the plan is the same. I'm going to hang both dresses up, I'm going to look at them side by side, and then I'm going to do one coordinate for each of them to decide which one I think I would most prefer to keep, and if there are any fit issues, I will of course tell you at that time. Do I flip a coin? Do I use the powers of the universe to try and determine which one's which? And of course, I'm not going to show you the side with my address, but yeah, they're pretty much identical. My mother told me to pick the very best one, and that is you. All right, drum roll please. It's the Camellia Cat. Oh my gosh, just looking at it, I'm already so excited. I cannot believe I put this off for so long, considering how excited I was for this print. It is gorgeous in person. And as of filming right now, it is December 30th, which means that the Metamorphose year-end sale is still going on. And last I checked, the JSK was available in the color that I think I'm going to like the most. So I might end up selling both of these and getting something completely different. We'll see. Ooh. Already loving the print fabric. Holy moly, that is so cool. It's this textured kind of crepey fabric. It's just beautiful. It's already a little bit messy through the tassels, but I came to expect this because I saw a bunch of people talking about it on Lace Market. Oh my gosh, it is darling. But I am concerned right off the bat, looking at the Shaka test. What do we have here? It is pretty large, and I do think that's a pretty good size for my bust, so I just hope this part here reaches my underbust like it's supposed to, because if not, I cannot adjust it, and that is too bad. Oh, this is just such a pretty color, and it has Kenny all over it. Some of these cats look less like Kenny, but some of them really, really look like Kenny. I mean, this one even has like her shoulder markings. And the little black nose. Oh, I love this print. I love this print. They are so nice. Wow. Okay, maybe I do still love the green and red. This is gorgeous. This is gonna be a pretty tough decision for me. I got the JSK in the red and green specifically because I thought that this red would be really great for the rest of my wardrobe. And there are several different reds that are kind of worked in with the bows versus this fabric versus this fabric. I think it's pretty versatile and it would work with a lot of my wardrobe, but in person, and it may just be the fact that it's still December, but it's reading really Christmassy to me, and I am not a Christmas person, so I'm not really sure what to do about that, but they're both so lovely and adorable. Let's talk about the details on these dresses. The JSK has the crisscrossing front Wa-Lolita style bodice, which is super gorgeous. It's got these two ribbon bows with little golden tassels attached, and those are removable by pins. It's got a mock obi kind of waistline. This large bow on the front is also detachable, and it's attached with 3 different pins. The bottom of the bow has tassels. And the cut of this dress is really simple. It's an all-over kind of scattered print, so it doesn't have a traditional border print or anything like that, but it does have a bit of a border created through the ruffled edge of this skirt. And of course, there are many tiers of red fabric with little bits of white lace trim at the edges. There are also more of these detachable ribbons. These ones do not have tassels and have longer little tails though. These flank either side of the ruffle tiers. Checking out the back, we've got 2 very, very long, simple red waist ties with tassels on the end, very, very beautifully attached with these really cute golden and white buttons. And the back is pretty simple in cut. It's just got that same ruffled edge around the skirt, and the back has a full panel of half shirring, making this very size flexible, and there's plenty of room to adjust the straps here as well. It does not have pockets, but it is lined, and this lining is even more Christmassy. Oh my lord. But the lining is cool in that it's got this extra layer of ruffle at the bottom, so it kind of looks like the dress already has a red ruffle underskirt, which is super duper cute. And unfortunately, the tag came to me super duper bent. I don't know what's up with that, but that is just what we are dealing with here. Now, I'm very confident that this will fit me because I do have the Dozing Cat Camellia JSK also in plus size, and the measurements were exactly the same between this release and that one. So I suspect that the straps will be a little short on me. I will probably not be moving them just because I don't know if I'm going to sell this or not. So this is really beautiful. I think that the color could easily be coordinated in a number of ways. Right off the bat, of course, there is red, there is white. Those would be the easiest ways to coordinate this. But there's also a ton of gold through this print, and I definitely think that a gold-based coordinate could be really beautiful with this color scheme, or even goldenrod, because there are these yellow bits in here. I believe you could also bring in a kind of matching black or off black to match the cats and bring them out further in this print. And there are at least 2 major reds that you could work with, so I think that this one should be pretty easy to coordinate, even though this actual green color is kind of rare and specific and beautiful. I do think that would be hard to match, but I don't think the rest of it would be. So this is still kind of beginner friendly as far as Metamorphose's Wa-Lolita cuts go. But now let's look at the OP. So the OP has attached sleeves, which have an elasticized neckline all the way around. And the way I've got it hanging up on this hanger is not how this dress should be stored long term, because that elastic is actually going to start to droop and hang because of the weight of this dress. So I would recommend getting a hanger that also has clips on the bottom so that you can hang it but then redistribute the weight across the clips on the front, or just fold it over a hanger from the waistline so that it stays neat and nice, but you don't have to worry about wearing that elastic out. The OP also has these bows with tassels on either side of the neckline. These bows don't have the contrast ribbon like the JSK does, and I don't know if that's a colorway thing or if it's a cut thing, so I'm going to have to insert some message about what I can find out from Lolibrary or the Meta website about that. This bow on the front is also detachable. It also has 3 pins on the bottom securing it in place. It also has tassels on the front, and it's also got this kind of corded bow in here, which really adds to the OB feel of things. This dress also has the same buttons style on the front, but it does not have the very wide OB style waistband. This one has a much more normal, kind of naturally thin waistband, which should add some really nice definition between the bust section and the underbust. Because it's not adjustable in length, the place that falls on me could be really, really important for fit. Also, because it is an OP, the shoulders and arm width is going to be really important. This dress is also just a lot simpler in terms of the construction of the skirt. There are bows on the edge, but they are not removable. There is no lining layer, so it is actually much lighter weight. And there is a ruffled edge with lace here, but there is no separation for a ruffled tier from the bottom. So overall, it's much simpler in cut. Looking at the sleeves, I do think they will stretch to fit over my bicep, which is usually about 41, 42 centimeters, depending on whether I've worked out recently recently, and I have been going really hard on my workouts ever since my work let out for a winter break, so I'm actually kind of on the larger size right now. So yeah, I'm probably at 42 centimeter, which makes this even riskier for me, but I'm glad that I'm trying it on as I'm bulking up, because if my shoulders or my biceps are too wide right now, it doesn't really matter if it would fit me at a smaller size. I want it to be able to fit me at my largest. Another cool thing that the OP has that the JSK does not is this neck ribbon. Usually these would be tied crossed in the front, but right now they've come pre-tied in a halter style, and they are removable with buttonholes and buttons inside. Flipping the dress around, you can see that this one also has a full panel of back shirring, but the shirring here is much less compacted than the shirring here, which I think means that it's got a slightly more constrictive size range, but also that because there are fewer spots to constrict, that while it may not stretch quite as much, it should stretch quite a lot anyway. It's also just much taller than it is on the back of the JSK because it has to cover more ground. And it does actually look like there's one extra elastic in here on the OP than there is on the JSK to cover that ground, so that is what it is. And once again, we have the very beautiful waist tie buttons and unfortunately already pre-bent tag, and the waist ties on these are a lovely kind of peachy, very light pink with tassels on the end in the same color, as opposed to gold tassels contrasting the red waist tie. So my next step is to try them both on. I think I'm going to try on the OP first. I think the OP is much more likely to have difficulty with fit, so I'd rather end this thing on a high note with a coordinate that I can really go all out on for the JSK, as opposed to the OP, which might not even go on my body. We will find out very, very soon. I'm going to change into the OP, and then I'll give you some thoughts, and then we'll change into the JSK. Okay, so I was wrong. All of the things that I had been worried about with this OP are non-issues, and I cannot believe it. This is so cute. I feel stunning. I had been cautiously optimistic, but this has blown me away in terms of fit. Before we get too into fit, let's break down the cord. The dress is, of course, the plus-size Camellia Cat OP by Metamorphose. Paired with that, I've got these Dawn and Morning Dew wrist cuffs you can get on Taobao, affiliate link below. A Me Likes Tea A-line petticoat that is 45 centimeters long. My Tea Time at Grandma's lace-trimmed headpiece by Lady Sloth. An off-brand rose hair clip from the Lolita collective. A mirror brooch by Mira Mira Me. My lace neck ribbon is made by me from Vintage Lace. My socks are by Alice and the Pirates, and my shoes are by Antaina from Taobao, affiliate link in the description. Yeah, so I did not expect this to go so well, but I feel like this thing fits me absolutely perfectly, and it's going to be very, very difficult to want to give this up. I'm pretty sure this will be the one I am keeping because I am immediately attached to it. As you can see, my fleshy bits fit really perfectly in the bodice of this dress, and while the dress is a baby doll cut for sure, for me it reminds me more of something out of Bridgerton than it does like something you'd find in a nursery or at a christening. This is exactly the aesthetic that I was going for when I got into Lolita fashion in the first place. I just want to look like a delicate maiden in a field of flowers, and the fact that this dress has my cat on it is even better. Now, I would say that this pink is a little tricky to coordinate. I do have a lot of pinks that are very, very similar already in my wardrobe. Things like my wrist cuffs, which have a whole variety of pink in them, and completely randomly, this Lady Sloth headdress just happens to be a very good pink to match, so that when you look at it all in one go, it doesn't really look out of place. And I mean, even these shoes are just about the exact pink of the dress, maybe a little bit bluer, but from far away, you can't really tell. If you're brand new to collecting Lolita, this dress could be a great idea because you don't need to worry about a blouse to coordinate with, or it could be a really bad idea because it is so specific in color. If this is appealing to you, you might want to look into one of the other colorways because it is definitely going to be harder to coordinate than, say, something with a lot of bright red on it. But yeah, I just feel beautiful and fabulous. I did not expect to love this cut as much as I do. This is the one I'm probably going to keep, and after trying this on, I'm like completely out of love with the Dozing Cat Hakama JSK and the colorway that I have it, because this is so much more my my style. It's the perfect marriage of classic and sweet because the cut is itself very sweet in my opinion, but the fabric and the colors are both sweet and classic depending on how you style it. And there is definitely room for me to grow into this dress more if I need to. It does not feel uncomfortable in the slightest, and the fact that it makes me look as broad shoulders as it does, what can I say? I love it. Someone invite me to a tea party. Okay, I've only got so much time before the light changes on me, so instead of gushing about this right now, I'm gonna go change into that. Wish me luck. Well, Fellow-litas, I like it, but I don't love it. And at this price point, it has to be love or it has got to go. This colorway in this style makes me feel like a human Christmas tree. And for some people, I'm sure that is an amazing, amazing thing and a fantasy that they have long held in their hearts. But for me, it is a no-go. Truly, I am happy with the way that this coordinate turned out, but it is not the kind of coordinate that I would ever want to wear again. So this JSK will be hitting the secondhand market, new with tags having been tried on. Let's quickly break down the cord in case you want to give this a go and recreate it on your own. My head bow is from the Lolita Collective. My red irregular draped sleeve blouse is by Centauro, and it is of course one of my favorites and workhorses of my wardrobe. Affiliate link below in the description if you want one of your own. My wrist cuffs are by Strawberry Witch on Taobao. My necklace is by BB&B Deco. My brooch is by Mira Mira Me. I've got the same Me Likes Tea petticoat and the same Alice and the Pirate diamond under the knee socks on from the last cord, and instead of my pink Antaina rocking horse shoes, I am wearing my authentic Melissa x Vivienne Westwood collaboration rocking horse shoes. And I am an adorable Christmas tree, I cannot lie. I love the way that I look in this in so many ways. I think it would look much better on my body if I moved the buttons on the straps down a little bit or if I tied it in a halter, but because I was pretty sure I wasn't going to be keeping this one, I didn't want to mess with it very much, so I'm leaving things as they are. And as you can see, the bust is sitting a little bit too high up on me. The waistband, which really should start at the under bust because it is supposed to be like an obi that hits your waist, is hitting me at the middle to lower part of my bust, so it's not ideal in that respect. I'm 6 feet tall, so this dress will probably not fit me the way it will fit most of you. So if you are looking at this dress either in the year-end sale or on my lace market, please do keep that in mind. It will probably look better on somebody with a shorter torso than what I've got, but I have a very above average torso even for a 6 foot tall person. So yeah, I definitely regret holding onto this in the box for so long. I think it is a beautiful release. This print is my everything. Now that I know that I'm keeping the pink one, I'm gonna have to wear it soon when Kenny is in the mood to be on camera. She is very camera shy, as you can probably tell from all of her previous cameos. She just sees the screen and then immediately buries her head into my arms. So it's very cute, but it's not great for wearing a brand new with tag dress that you're trying to keep in good condition for possible resale. So I did not do that for this video, but if you want to see footage of Kenny in all her glory, she is in my other videos, so you can watch those and see her beautiful kitty face. Overall, I would give this OP a 5 out of 5 biceps and a double bicep because it is so rare for a brand OP to fit me that well. And the JSK is not perfect, but it is still very lovely. Not for me, but I will still give it 4 out of 5 biceps. Definitely swole friendly, but it definitely needs intervention. And if you're interested in this dress in other colorways, that year-end sale was going on as of when I am filming this. And if it's still going on when this video goes up, I'm going to have the link to that in the description too, so you can check it out and see what's left in stock. Definitely join the Camellia Cat army. These dresses are the cutest. These dresses are the cutest. I just wish I hadn't gone full Christmas tree here. Which one of these cuts or colors was your favorite? Do you have a preference from my first cord to my second cord? Let me know in the comment section below because I would love to hear you weigh in. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I put out a new video every week except for the first Saturday of the month when I try to do a live stream of some sort. We've done closet cleanings and crafting so far. We may do other things in the future, so definitely stay tuned for whatever that might be. It's always a good time with all of y'all watching and me doing something. For more coordinate photos, info on my live streams, and just updates from my life and occasional kitten pictures, please follow me on Instagram at Elvira Wrestling. I would love, love, love to have you there. It's the best place for you to get in touch with me also, since YouTube doesn't always give me notifications about messages, and the community tab is pretty useless when it comes to sending you information as well. Alright, I'm gonna put this thing back in the bag. I've been Elvira. Libra, a tall plus size, and swole Lolita. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way till the end. I hope you enjoyed watching it at least a quarter as much as I enjoyed making it. This was a fun one, even though it felt really overwhelming to tackle. I'm glad I did it and it's off my plate. So now I just gotta get this baby listed on Lace Market, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!